Welcome to the Daily for Tuesday, July 2nd with Simon Borg. I'm Jason Seguini. Today we're going to start by talking about Jozy Altidore, who seems to be on the move out of the Netherlands. Remember, last year he scored 31 goals across all competitions, and that means there are plenty of suitors for him. Right now, teams in the English Premier League, Serie A, Bundesliga, all after Jozy's signature, Simon. We expect him to move. Give us an idea right now of who the frontrunners are.
Well, Jason, our own Greg Seltzer, who's covering the story better than anyone out there, says there's an English club in pole position to land Jozy Altidore, and they're already in negotiations to acquire him. So that team remains nameless. The name that has emerged is Sunderland, a club that's interested in Altidore, not necessarily the one that's in that top spot negotiating. Now, the question for Jozy Altidore. It looks like a return to the English Premier League is likely here. It would be his return after that tumultuous time with Hull City. But do you want to be making a move to a Sunderland-type team? Hopefully, for his sake, that other club that's in the lead for his signing is not the Sunderland, Stoke, that mid-range type team. Because I think he's ready to make the leap straight to the big club. And I would even say hold out a year, play with Alkmaar a year, wait till the World Cup, have a great World Cup in Brazil, then make the jump straight to the big team.
All right, you want to see Jozy Altidore playing in Champions League.
Yep.
What do the fans think? Let us know in the comments below where you want to see Jozy Altidore end up. And don't forget, you can follow this story on MLSsoccer.com. Yesterday, the guys told you about Carlos Bocanegra signing in MLS. He is now a member of Chivas USA, Simon. The reaction across the internet yesterday really ran the gamut. Anything from this is great for Chivas USA, it's the right move that they needed, to what's going to happen to Carlos Bocanegra going to a team that's been so bad lately.
For Chivas USA, though, Jason, no doubt this is a great move. A lot of people have been questioning their transactions, their player moves, and this one establishes credibility, and it sends a message to the rest of the league and all the players out there that this is a serious operation. It's a serious project they're undergoing here, and that a guy like Bocanegra, a player, former U.S. national team captain, and a player a lot of fans still relate to, he's coming to Chivas USA. That's credibility right there. Then for Bocanegra, I think he becomes the centerpiece of this rebuilding project. They're clearly rebuilding still. And I don't know that he would have assumed that position with many other clubs. Now, the question remains, at what level does Bocanegra play at right now? I haven't seen him play for the longest time. He was in the second division of Spain. Haven't seen his matches. We're going to get that shot July 12th. That's a Friday against the Philadelphia Union.
Of course, Bocanegra will be playing in Southern California. That's where Jurgen Klinsmann lives, yep. Simon. So we'll see if he can get his name back into the conversations about the U.S. national team with the World Cup next year. A couple other player notes to mention. Scott Caldwell, the defender for Toronto FC. Ryan Nelson's liked what he's seen from him. He's keeping him around for the rest of the season. Also sticking around, a bunch of Portland Timbers. Merritt Paulson tweeting out that they've re-signed 4 players and some more to come, but these 4 players are key. This is a lot of the spine of the team.
And what a big move for a team that's now set up a new system under a new coach and to have that continuity. And they're going to really take care of the spine of their team. Donovan Ricketts, the goalkeeper, re-signing. Diego Chara, central midfielder. Then Khalifa Hassan, and then the big piece for me, Darlington Nagbe, re-signing. To me, if the Portland Timbers want to be one of the elite clubs in MLS, you need a difference maker like Darlington Nagbe, who has superstar written all over him.
All right, stay tuned to MLSsoccer.com for all the player updates as the weeks go on and the transfer window opens next Tuesday. Well, it's Tuesday, so it's time to check out the latest Castrol Index update. Leading the week, Nick Rimando. Big shutout, huge save at the end of the game, Simon.
And Jason, number 2, Kai Kamara, Sporting Kansas City, scoring 2 goals in their win. Number 3, Blas Perez. What a difference maker for FC Dallas. Brad Knighton at number 4, the goalkeeper from Vancouver, registering a shutout in D.C. And at number 5, the Cali Clasico hero, Alan Gordon.
Now let's take a look at the overall index through the month of June. And starting with one player we just mentioned, Simon, Portland Timbers, Donovan Ricketts, having a phenomenal season.
Number 2, no surprise, Jason, the top scorer in MLS, Jack McInerney. At 3, another goalkeeper, Nick Rimando from RSL. At 4, Blas Perez, to me, making a play for MVP. He's at number 4. And at 5, Marco Di Vaio, co-leading scorer with McInerney.
All right, plenty of other things to remind you of. Check out MLSsoccer.com for all these updates. But Simon, breakaway on NBC. We saw it earlier in the season during rivalry week. We're going to see it again in August.
For all the differences fans have about their teams, players, everyone is in unison on this one. The breakaway was a great idea the first time it happened. You can see people already looking forward to that August date.
All right, check out Extra Time Radio from yesterday. If you haven't, you can get that on MLSsoccer.com/extra time. And of course, starting lineup today will be out later on this afternoon. You got to get your fantasy team set for the midweek action.